What is up? I was gonna play one of the songs, but I don't even feel like looking for it, man. And I wanted to play the song about the kids. I cannot believe this. This dude, I'm still confused, man. So it's three boys. The light-skinned one is first of all, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? I'm still confused, man. Sometimes I think that the two light-skinned ones is the same person. Am I wrong? I know Uncle Mike. Jeez, y'all help me out. But the one that look like Diddy is the one that I don't know what his problem is, man. He got way too much air up here. He think he is something that he is nowhere near. I don't know what. Dude, I don't know what's on your mind, man. The other two, I don't know too much about, but the one that looks like Diddy, y'all know who I'm talking about. You think his dad don't have no talent. Lord have mercy. Then they was a great fight. Ray J, all this. Man, look here, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Hit that boost, the hype button. Ain't that right, baby? Hit that hype button. I don't know what you call it. But y'all check out that hype button. Thank everybody who's been telling me about the hype button and telling me, yo, you should tell your people to hit the hype button, man. And I keep forgetting every daggone time. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that hype button, and let's check this bad boy out.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs' kids and your mama, y'all about to get into a civil war. Y'all, you know, so if you guys don't know what happened, Diddy's release date got pushed back a month. He wasn't even there 3 days, and they already extended his, he hasn't even been there for 7 business days, and they already extended his thing a month because he was making an illegal 3-way call. He was asking them to bring cash in a paper bag. He was caught drinking, according to CBS prison documents, and of course according to TMZ. But baby, that's not even all. I guess his kids looked at it and said, yo, that mofo might not make it. Again, you only been there 3 business days and you already acting up. And that's not even counting whether or not you don't do anything else. Again, he just doesn't learn. But forget all that, because it looks like the kids know who they're messing with. Listen, they said Sean Diddy Combs' children are luring up to seize control over his finances from his mama.
Bullshit.
That's my favorite button, man, because I didn't know it was that much bull in the world. Why are you getting a lawyer against your grandmother? It is no integrity in this household, this family at all. I don't know. I guess I was raised different, man. I don't care what my mama did. I don't need no lawyer for us to handle our differences. Y'all see what's happening, man? Y'all see how this money do you? And none of them, all the money that they talking about, grandma had something to do, at least grandma had something to do with it. The kids, you was born into it. Boy, I swear to God, I would take me a belt. If I was the grandmother, I would go after they tell for a belt. And I'd call the police. You tell the police I'm giving you a spanking.
Y'all, listen, I believe it. Like, they all live off of him. And again, if you got a rich parent, go ahead and live off. But we all know that there is a wall between Diddy, right? There's a wall between Diddy having access to his money. There's a wall with Diddy getting out. I honestly do believe after 4 years, he gonna come out and in the first week probably have a freak off and go back to jail. I'm just saying, for breaking parole. One thing I do know about the feds, at our employee meeting, I'm joking. One thing I do know about the feds is they don't like to lose, and they are going to be on his ass. And you know what the funny thing is? You know what? I'll save that for a different video. Let's get into this one, all right?
Yeah, talk to me.
This is directly from the National Enquirer. I know what you're saying. He said the National Enquirer, but yo, sometimes they be knowing. So just listen to this, right? Tell me what you think. Sean Diddy Combs' closest kin are gearing up for a vicious slugfest over his $400 million fortune. Sources have exclusively told us. Family insiders say that the felon's 7 kids are luring up in a bid to seize control of his finances from his 85-year-old mom, their 85-year-old but still feisty mom, Janice. They said this could turn into an all-out war, warns one insider. You've got massive egos and hundreds of millions on the line. It's not just going to get ugly, it's going to get explosive.
Why in the world? God, hold up, Grandma. Grandma, we talking about $400 million. The grandmother ain't gonna give them that one red cent? Is that what y'all thinking, or is this what we hearing? Grandma, we blood. I need a house. I need a loan. I need something to get my business started. You got $400 million and you can't give off $2 million to each kid? God damn. How many millions you need to start something on your own? Go ahead, I'll wait. You know what? It's all
bullshit. Bullshit.
Us poor people down here trying to figure this out, man. We trying to figure it out because $400 million? Y'all need a lawyer? Dummy 1, dummy 2, dummy 3, dummy 4, dummy 5, and even, oh my God. Y'all are some dummy. Oh my God, y'all are dumb. They dumb, man. Am I right? Is it 400 million? Maybe I'm off by a couple of million. Oh my God.
War, warns one insider. You've got massive egos and hundreds of millions on the line. It's not just going to get ugly, it's going to get explosive.
It's going to get embarrassed.
Has good reason to fear that his prodigal brood, Quincy, who's 34, Justin, 31, Christian, 27, Chance, 19, and Jesse and Delilah, 18. Diddy ain't.
Okay, she said everybody's name, so it's 3 boys, right? Because them 2 up front, I get confused. Uncle Mike get confused with them 2, man.
Egos and hundreds of millions on the
Watch
line.
This.
It's
okay.
not just going to get ugly, it's going to get explosive. Diddy has good reason to fear that his prodigal brood, Quincy, who's 34.
A little kid. He's still a kid.
Justin, 31.
Still a kid.
Christian, 27. Chance,
definitely a kid.
19, and Jesse and Delilah, 18.
And 2 babies. Weenie. And 2 babies that think they grown. All of them still wet behind the ears. With that silver spoon, you might as well take 10 years off of everybody's life as far as growing up and being mature. 10 years because of that silver spoon. Because you ain't worked hard for nothing. Everything was given to you. All I got to do is get me a lawyer and it's given to me. You ain't put in no work like mama did, like grandma did. Grandma put in some work. That was before Diddy was Diddy. She had to put in some real struggling work, making ends meet work. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to realize what I'm saying is right. Here we go, man.
Brood.
This
Quincy,
is crazy.
Who's 34. Justin, 31. Christian, 27. Chance, 19. And Jesse and Delilah, 18. Diddy ain't ish. I don't care what nobody says. Could you imagine? I don't care what nobody says. Could you imagine the way Kim Porter felt when your good friend is carrying kids after you literally want... Diddy ain't ish. Anyway, right? And their baby girl, Love, is looking to get their mitts on his fortune, insiders say. You know another thing that whole good image? I was just reading this study. It's a real study that up until the time a child is 7, the child feels everything the mother feels. And if you put on forced smiles or fake whatever, it's even worse. The child is so bonded to the mother that the mother's emotions, not just what she says, but what she feels, the child feels it too. Up until 7 years old. So that means when you put the mother through hell, you're putting your child through hell too. Anyway.
Yeah,
So that's just that when people
they can sense things just like animals and stuff, man. They senses is real because they learning. They need input. Y'all remember the movie about the machine, the input, and it's true, man. A kid is looking for so much input. So what you doing around your kids, you may think the kid don't know, and you tell them to go upstairs, and they censors. Because I remember my parents told me and my brother, y'all go upstairs to your room, because they didn't want us to know what they was doing. But if we real quiet, if we concentrate, it was almost like we was there. We can hear every word, every syllable, every deep breath. I could tell who was talking because we was into it. You ain't putting nothing over on us. Just like people in jail, they find a way. The human being finds a way. And this is what I'm saying about the kids. They had a silver spoon in their mouth, so they didn't have to find a way. So they lost those type of sensors. They don't have, I'm determined, I had to fix and work on my car because it broke down in somebody's yard. I had to go buy parts, but I was determined to get that car home. I ain't had no money. I barely had enough money for the parts. So I couldn't afford a tow and then still had to get the thing fixed. That's what you call determination. And they don't have that. Too much money in their pockets.
Years old. So that means when you put the mother through hell, you're putting your child through hell too. Anyway. So that's just that when people say that Diddy was a good father. Maybe those kids stood up in court and said they ain't never seen their dad this involved, this loving, this patient. I said, well, he said he'd been on. Actually, he said he'd been on. First time he's been sober in 25 years. Anyway. In March, reports surfaced that the surface of the kids blowing their dad's bucks. I thought it was going someplace else. I was like, you perverts. All while Diddy was held without bail in Brooklyn's MDC. Social media posts showed Quincy enjoying a tropical getaway while Christian shopped for diamond-encrusted watches and designer jackets and rode camels in Mexico with his girlfriend. They got camels in Mexico? They do? Okay. Sister Chance uploaded images of herself horseback riding on a beach while the twins sported matching designer bikinis on a yacht in St. Bart's. Okay, I get that, but I don't really think that's an indication on whether they were blowing through his money because they do be on Snapchat hard. And didn't the twins say they were starting like a hoodie line? But also, if Diddy was funding that, I think Diddy was funding that because he wanted everybody to think that this was just like, I think he told the kids, keep going like business as normal. Sources says that kids have jetted off to Carolina, Hawaii, Texas, Florida, and other states, as well as Mexico, Italy, India, Ireland, Canada, and St. Martin, all in his private jet. Somebody check the private jet's trunk. Let me find out. They move in weight. Anyway, they said private jet trips ain't cheap. Puff be paying through the nose every time that thing flies. Okay. But they're his kids. Didn't he say, Yana, do anything to protect my kids? I'm confused. Like, what? You wanted all your kids dependent on you and you be Daddy Warbucks, and now that's exactly what's happening. Also, the kids actually do have Snapchat and their own money, don't they? I don't know. Anyway, while Diddy's doing time, Diddy should give an institution like a bank power of attorney over his assets, or better yet, transfer them into a living trust, says an attorney specializing in trusts and estates. They said that way it's less likely you'll have the emotional conflicts and conflicts of interest. That usually comes. This directly from Massachusetts-based lawyer Matthew Erskine. Regardless, sources say Tough as Nails' mother Janice, an ex-model and teacher's aide who raised Diddy and his sister after his dad's 1972 murder, won't be denied her slice of the pie. They said Janice has been by Diddy's side since the days he was hustling mixtapes out of a trunk. She's old school tough. Anyone thinking they can push her out of her son's empire better be ready, because this showdown is going to be downright nasty. Now, let me just say this, right? Because it needs to be said. Janice is tough as nails, but time waits for no one.
I cannot believe this, man. I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail. I cannot believe that you got to get a lawyer for some family issues. I can't believe that. I'm sitting here thinking, if something was to happen to me, my little bit of pennies, and I do mean pennies, I just shake nephew's hand and tell him, yo, go get a notary public, and say, yo, nephew gets everything I own and let him control everything. You sign here, I sign there. Shake your hand, give him a hug. Yo, man, I mean, what else is there to do? But I want to do this. Y'all put too much. It ain't that serious, man. Let grandma handle the money, little kids, and y'all just do what y'all need to do. And just be thankful for whatever. I ain't giving y'all nothing. Really, grandma? Really? Let's go talk to Dad. Dad, grandma says she ain't giving us nothing. Well, y'all don't deserve nothing. Okay, well, that's how we rolling. That's how we rolling. Go do you. No matter what they say, just do you. I don't understand how all this happens in the first place. Look here, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I mean, I don't give it. Hey, I don't care if you my mama, my daddy. I don't care who you is. If you don't want to give, or you do want to give, that's your business, not mine. Don't make it your business. Don't make it that person. Man, it's Mr. I gotta get a lawyer because I'm gonna get what belong to me. How it belong to you in the first place? Because that's your daddy? You supposed to be grown, remember? Be grown. Make up your mind. You want to be grown when you want to be grown, but then you want to be a little baby about stuff. I guess what? You wouldn't be having this conversation if you would have got on that stage and made them songs and did the dances and put that money into your account from these other people. Get you together. Get yourself together. That's all you got to do. Y'all take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.